enough, the two of you.
You were the one who got Patricia pregnant. You were the one who ran away from home. Because you weren't man enough to face me. Don't blame me. Oh, shut up, would you? You were a complete no-hoper in those days. No wonder she dumped you when she found a better prospect. God knows why she bothered with you in the first place.
I said shut up.
David!
Angela's second dominator, the doctor. Wanted to be on the safe side. Talk about clucky.
It's great the way she is with her, isn't it?
Yes.
You'll have to pass on the good news then. Jill's coming down here to live.
How come?
Well, we finally got our act together. Decided we should be in the same city.
Oh, that's great. She's a nice girl.
Yeah, I think so. Reckon she wondered what she was walking into, though, after yesterday. We, dropped back to Mum and Dad's after the picnic.
Oh, you copped Dad and Granddad, huh?
Talk about cut the air with a knife.
Mum said it was awful.
We didn't hang around long. Had to get Jill and Fiona to the airport anyway. Suppose Granddad headed home.
Mum talked him into going up to Macedon for a visit.
And he went.
Surprised me, too. Stay after something like that, he can't want to go home.
Must be pretty lonely for him, living up there by himself.
Yeah.
It's funny, Dad's seemed a bit edgy since the night of the party.
Caught you. Well, we do have a bathroom.
They weren't really dirty.
Why are you washing them then?
Give it a rest, Beryl.
When are you going to snap out of it, love?
Nothing to snap out of.
David, it was bad enough yesterday with your father. Don't you start at me.
I don't have to put up with him having shots at me in my own home.
No matter what he did, you had no right to lose your temper like that. When he gets back, you owe him an apology.
Like hell.
He's an old man, David. You gave him quite a shock when you grabbed him like that.
Okay, I'll apologise for that. But not for telling him to mind his own ruddy business. Look, it's not only me. Look how he was with Lynn.
Oh, he was just beginning to relax with her. He almost got to the point of saying he'd been wrong.
I've never heard him say he's wrong in his life.
I think you're beginning to take after him.
I'll just be glad when he's gone home.
Hey, Dad! What's going on about the Savo?
Oh, I'll meet you there at 12. I've got to go to the depot first and pick up my rosters.
Yeah, okey-doke. Look, I really appreciate it.
Oh, no worries, Copper. See you both later.
David.
Suppose he's worried about Granddad.
I haven't got a clue what he's worried about.
Oh, well, I reckon it's terrific of him to come with me. I reckon it'll be a big help.
I'm glad someone's on his right side.
David,
What do you want?
I've been waiting to talk to you.
You set it up the other night.
That's what I wanted to explain. I was feeling very angry and hurt.
Look, I'm not interested, Pat.
You didn't believe me, did you?
No, of course not.
Good. It's a really stupid thing to say, and I'm very sorry I said it.
You okay? You don't look too good.
I haven't been sleeping very well, but now that I know you didn't believe me.
Oh, why'd you say it, boy, if you didn't want me to believe you?
I don't know, it was just the first stupid thing that came into my head.
It's a funny idea just to grab out of the air.
Oh, David, I wasn't thinking. Just forget I said it, all right?
I could get it checked. You do that sort of thing with blood tests, I reckon.
What's the point? There's no need. I told you I was lying. So just forget that I ever said it. No, I won't bother you anymore. You don't have to worry about me anymore. Right?
Dad?
You know if the new rosters are out yet?
Yeah. I called into Susie's earlier. I know you wouldn't have meant it, but from what she said, I think you might have upset Angela a bit.
When?
Yesterday. Something about Dominic.
I don't remember. I've got enough problems of my own.
Well, can't blame her. I mean, pretty natural to go to your dad if something's worrying you.
Yeah, I've just got a few things on my mind, that's all. The truck. High repayments, you know.
You're getting enough work, aren't you?
Yeah, it seems to be going okay, but you never can tell, though. Now, I've got that exam tribunal as well. Kev, going to put a good word in for him. It all mounts up, you know.
Oh, with the polish there. Why did you work in the study?
Thought Dad would want it. Up until this afternoon.
Well, go on. Oh, bother.
What?
Don't let me forget to send those C's to Doug Palmer. Meant to get them off this morning.
What are you sending?
Oh, just a few things I told him about from the garden.
You've only been home a few hours. That's about the third time you've mentioned him.
Oh, a bit too cantankerous for my liking. Couldn't put up with him for long.
She put up with him for most of the night.
Well, that's natural enough. We two oldies would stick together. Very pleasant. The whole stay.
Just boot me out when you want to get in there. Righto.
Rung Mrs. Armstrong yet?
No, I must do it. Let her know we're back.
Hope Gail's been behaving herself.
Well, can't have been too bad. Well, if Barbara had had to tell her off, we would have heard it in Melbourne.
You look as though you're having a better bath than Millstone. You better try yourselves off first. It's fun. Oh, well, that's a matter of opinion. I knew when Wendy bought him as a puppy he was going to be a millstone around my neck.
That's why you call him that?
Well, she called him Milton, but it never really seemed to suit him. I mean, look at it. How could you call something like that after a great English poet? Milton was a poet.
Oh, yeah. Where's your daughter now?
She's on her way back from America. She just spent a few months in New York. Oh, I'm glad you decided to bath him. I've kept putting it off. So...
Oh, well, he's going to be a beautiful dog now.
Huh. Well, that's lunch on the go. Oh, you're going to clog up my vacuum cleaner.
Oh, he's lovely.
That's a matter of opinion. And I think it's time he went outside. Come on.
Okay. Come on, boy. And don't you get dirty. Where's that place?
That's Woombye. Gordon used to own it.
Is that where Rosie lived?
Mm-hmm. It's where your father would have been brought up, too.
Sometimes when Dad was drunk, he used to talk about the country. Sounded like it would have been all right.
It's very beautiful.
It would have been nice to have grown up in one place. We used to move around a lot.
Well, maybe one day you can go there. A friend of Gordon's owns it now, Fiona Thompson.
Oh, yeah? Well, I know her. How come you've got the photo?
It was a gift.
How did Kev go at the tribunal?
Well, I won't know anything for a month or so, but they seem to be on side near the end.
Great. 2 lots of good news in the one day. Got my results this morning. I'm now a fully qualified nurse.
Terrific. I knew you wouldn't have any worries.
I'm going to take 4 weeks holiday before I begin my new roster.
Do you good. You going away?
No, it's Bill's my first anniversary next week. Don't want to be away for that. Or even letting me visit him on the day.
Yeah, we forget how tough it is on you.
I'm getting used to it, Dad. Really. Anyway, what about a coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. I just had lunch with Kev. I'm still full. But I was thinking about something. You know the time I had the accident in work and cut my arm? Well, I lost a fair bit of blood. Now, if I had to have a transfusion, I wouldn't have a clue what my blood group is.
Soon would have found out at the hospital.
It'd be nice to know, wouldn't it?
Suppose so.
How would I find out?
Well, the local clinic could do it. They've got a diagnostic centre there. They'd be able to let you know pretty quickly.
What's yours? Just curious.
Oh.
And the clinic, that's the one Angie went to have the test to see if she can have any kids.
Uh-huh.
Well, they should have her blood group then.
Oh, imagine so. You didn't come round here to talk about blood groups, did you?
No, of course not. John told me I upset Angela yesterday. Came to say sorry.
Shame she's not here. Did worry her a bit. You've been a bit grumpy with them both lately, her and John.
Yeah, well, I've had a bit on the plate. Now, I'll tell you what, love. I will have that coffee.
Great. Won't be long.
I'm sorry I brought him in again. If I hadn't, it never would have happened.
Can't be helped.
Was it expensive?
Not an antique, so don't worry about it.
Just looks so sad outside, that's all. I thought it'd be all right to bring him in for a few minutes. He sort of went crazy when I opened the door.
Yes, he has a habit of doing that, which is why I don't let him inside the house, as a rule. Oh, but don't worry. I've fallen for those mournful looks more than once myself. It's
been great here. I've really enjoyed it.
Good. I've enjoyed the company.
I don't look forward to going back to school, though. That secretarial course.
Oh, a bit hard, is it?
Hopeless at shorthand. I don't think I'll ever learn.
Well, you probably won't with that attitude. Dale, just because something's difficult doesn't mean that you should give up on it. Just means you should try harder and prove you've got some backbone.
Suppose so.
Well, in the meantime, you can look for something else. Do you know what you want to do? Well, think about it. Oh, just pop those in the bin for me, will you? Okay. Hello?
Darling?
Gail, Gordon's here to pick you up.
Okay.
Any problems?
Well, she was very withdrawn the first day. I didn't think I'd ever get through to her, but Millstone did the trick.
Glad he's useful for something.
Yes, mainly digging up my plants and breaking vases. But he redeemed himself today. He got Gail laughing, and she actually gave him a bath this morning, which is no mean feat.
I'm sorry it was a bit hard at first.
Oh, I enjoyed the challenge. She hasn't got much self-confidence, though, has she?
After being kicked from pillar to post all her life, it's not surprising.
And this business with Paul wouldn't have helped.
I don't suppose it would have. Mind you, there was fault on both sides. She built it into something that it wasn't.
Well, a girl's got to have her dreams. John?
Yeah.
Something wrong? You were so happy when you knew Jill was coming. What's happened? Something at work? Your father? I just thought you might have had a problem with him at work.
No, it's nothing to do with work.
But there is a problem with him.
I don't know. He seems a bit moody, that's all. Maybe it's having Grandad around the house.
Yes, perhaps it is.
Smoking a lot.
Oh, just bored, that's all. Silly of me not to take that trip when Charlie wanted me to.
You could still join her?
Yeah, I might do that.
It'll probably be a good idea. Glad you stayed for the 21st, though.
Yes, so am I.
One of the good things about having finished my training, if they move Bill to another prison, I'm not tied to staying at the hospital.
You'd move, would you?
Want to be as near to him as I can.
Yeah, I suppose so. I was thinking about young Dominic, you know. Suppose Rob's sure he's the dad. I mean, that girl, what's her name? Carey, isn't it? She might have been lying, mightn't she? Suppose he's made sure.
You check the dates.
Any way it could be positive? I read in a magazine something about a rock singer. They proved he was some kid's father.
Ah, that's not right. You can't prove paternity, you can only disprove it.
How do you mean?
Well, a blood test can prove you're not the father of the child, given the various blood groups involved.
Uh-huh. So they can prove you're definitely not someone's father.
Right. Don't think Rob would bother with that, though. Seems like Carey's a very honest sort of person.
I suppose he must have trusted her to have taken the kid.
Oi.
Being nervous makes you hungry.
Any excuse. Sounds to me like there's not too much to be nervous about now, though.
No. Dad was terrific. Really made him sit up and take notice.
Did he tell them that he and I were separated for a while?
Yeah, told them a lot. You don't mind, do you?
No, of course not.
I was crazy, you know. Cheating. Because of one stupid thing, I could have mucked the whole of my life up.
Well, we all do things we shouldn't. When I look back now, I think I was crazy to leave your dad, but at the time it seemed right to me.
Yeah, well, everything's okay between you now, isn't it?
Couldn't be better. Except when he gets into funny moods over nothing. Like this latest thing with your granddad.
I reckon it'll blow over.
Sure it will.
Looks like you enjoyed it. Whoever she was.
I'm not going to bite, Wayne. You're very chirpy. Had a good time. Swung a big order. Bully for you. Oh, you're your cheery self.
Nothing to be cheery about.
Met a friend of yours, Stephen Burton. You sold your boat to him. Didn't know you used to sail?
Did a bit.
Yeah, we went out on it yesterday. Had a great time. G'day, Rosie.
Walt?
How was she? Still in good condition?
Fine. He's thinking of getting rid of it. He wants a later model.
Oh, well. Hope it goes to someone who'll look after her.
It meant a lot to him, that boat. I remember when he first got it. Came down to Woombye all excited. Wanted to bring me up to Sydney just to see it. Silly young devil.
Why'd he get rid of it?
Didn't Gordon tell you about the accident? Oh, he had a terrible car accident last year. Nearly died. Can't do anything too strenuous now.
Suppose he misses it?
What do you think? Best not to bring it up again.
I was toying with the idea of buying it, actually.
I know it's none of my business, but I don't reckon it's going to help things any.
Come and see you again soon, Millstone. And now you behave yourself.
Don't you let her wallow in it. The occasional pep talk works wonders.
Sounds like your department to me.
Well, I'd like to help if I can. If she gets too much, you just send her over here. You'll have to come again and visit him soon.
That'd be great.
Or I can take him over to Gordon's and you can see him there. Let him do somebody else's plants for a change.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Mrs. Armstrong. I had a beaut time.
So did I. Millstone? Millstone, don't you dare go in that car. You come out of that car, you silly brute. Come out, that's not my car!
Hello. How did it go?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I think they both enjoyed themselves.
That's good.
It's time I did some work.
Dinner won't be long.
Mrs. Armstrong's really great.
Told you so.
She's got a big photo of that place Mr. Hamilton used to own, where you lived.
Woombye.
I'd love to go there sometime. Could we?
Oh, we might be able to. I don't think I want to see it now it's all changed. Rather remember it the way it was.
How come it's changed?
It's a riding school now. Gordon and Wayne began it, and Fiona Thompson finished it.
I'd still love to go there.
Well, we'll see. I'd better get on with the dinner.
Rosie, could we get a dog?
What on earth for?
Mrs. Armstrong's got one and he's beautiful. I really had a lot of fun with him. I'd like one of my own.
But we're living in someone else's house. Young lady. Can't bring animals here.
But if it was only a little dog Mr. Hamilton mightn't mind, could we ask him?
And who'd end up looking after it?
Me. You wouldn't have to do a thing.
Oh, me flash in the pan like you and your secretarial course.
You don't have to worry about that. I'm going to start studying now. Just because something's hard doesn't mean you have to give up on it.
And who's been talking to you?
What do you mean?
Well, changed your tune all of a sudden.
If I prove I can stick to something, could we ask Mr. Hamilton about the dog?
Ask me again when you finish your course.
You're on. I'll go and get the dinner started if you like.
Good girl.
Hi. Have a good time at Mrs. Armstrong's?
Yeah.
My business trip went well, too.
Great.
Well, the break hasn't done her much good.
Oh, I don't know.
Hasn't improved things for the two of us.
Well, what do you expect?
I know it's hard for her, Rosie, but I thought you'd understand.
I know, Pat. I had a blood test done. There's no way I can be their father.
I don't believe you.
I'll take you down to the clinic if you like, and they can tell you.
what are you going to do?
Don't know, yeah?
Please, don't tell them, David. I mean, what's the point? If you say anything...
Yeah, they'll hate you, right?
John loves me, and there's still a chance with Angela given time, but not if you tell them. Oh, I always swore that I would never say anything, but I was just so angry the other night. Please, don't tell them.
Who's the father, Pat? Who is he?
No.
All that bull about you being premature. You were already pregnant when you met me, weren't you?
I loved you, David.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you're in trouble and you needed a mug to help you out. No wonder you shot through after they were born.
It wasn't like that.
Oh, what was it like then? Who's the father, Pat?
I would never tell anyone. So just forget it, David, please.
You've been lying to everyone for 20 years, Pat. Me, Gordon, the kids. Didn't do you much good, did it?
What are you going to do?
I haven't a clue. But whatever it is, I don't give a damn whether you're hurt or not.
A very accommodating clinic, letting him know Angela's blood group that way. Will this be the straw that broke the rat's back, though? Anyway, I asked Lindsay Nance about Rowena Wallace. Is she like that in real life?
She's a lovely person, absolutely delightful woman. A talented actress and also terribly sweet and charming. And to meet her, and of course after seeing her a bit in the show, and then I went onto the set, I was thinking, oh my God. But no, she's truly delightful. She's now playing, of course, a part as a Joan Collins type from Dynasty in a show called Pacific Drive, which is on in Queensland, made in Queensland. But she's camping it up so much, I think it's perhaps a little bit too much.
And that's not all. Mark Kelly from Glasgow and Mr. Taylor from Hartlepool sent me a magazine cutting which says that 3 sad actresses, Rowena, Layla Williams, Beryl and Abigail, who comes into it later, are offering cosmic advice as clairvoyants. Beryl's even doing it face to face. Blimey. Page 444 has been updated.